What's going on, everybody? Thanks for stopping by the channel. As you guys can see, I'm leaning up on the 9th gen. Well, one of the 9th gens. Mine, not Ashley's. If you guys watched the end of the last video, I said that we would be dropping some 9th gen content, and we are. Between my car and her car, we got some things lined up to do. I know it's summertime and we have boat content, but you guys will also be seeing some car content. Yeah, so let's jump right into this video. You guys have not seen the car, hasn't been on the channel, it hasn't been on video in a while. There's a reason for it. It's been broken. You guys don't know that, but it's been broken. The tranny is done. So we're gonna go ahead and in this video, we're gonna go ahead and jack it up. We're gonna go ahead and start pulling the tranny out. Hopefully we get it all pulled out today. Go from there. If you guys have not already, make sure and pause this video really quick, like, subscribe, drop a comment below. Let us know what else you guys want to see. Stick around, watch me put it on jack stands. All right, now you guys will be able to see just how long the car has actually been sitting. Look at those fucking rotors. Look at those rotors. Yeah, I would say it's been sitting for too long. But plans. So we'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah, definitely been sitting for too long. Way too long. I mean, just look at all the grime. All right, well, now that the car is jacked up and the tires are off, we're gonna go ahead and take the battery out, take what is there of a temporary intake out, and yeah, keep going. We'll pick away at it, and obviously we'll talk we'll talk as we go. This isn't the first video that we have made pulling the transmission out of this car. Unfortunately, I think this is gonna be the third video of pulling the tranny out of this car. But in typical K-Series life, it is what it is. Alright, so last place we just left off was, had you guys on a time lapse above me, watching me disconnect the battery and the harness up top and the intake, the shifter cables, and starter harness, stuff like that. Now we're gonna go slide underneath the car. We're gonna unbolt the subframe, unfortunately, and then right before we unbolt the subframe, we're gonna unbolt the rack and pinion and tie that up. And then we're gonna go ahead and unbolt the subframe, drop the subframe, and work on getting this transmission out. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pull the tranny out. Obviously, it needs to be fixed. We're gonna go ahead and see if maybe we can put a gear X set in it. We're gonna go ahead and do a new set of K-tune or hybrid cables and a shift box, obviously. And let us know what turbo kit we should do. Maybe piece together a kit. Maybe see how cheap we can piece together a reliable kit for it. What do you guys think about that? I think that's the goal we're going to go ahead and take. The car is not going to go back on nitrous. It is going to go back. It's going to go on boost. We're going to have to figure out what we're going to do with the ports that are in the manifold for the drag port. But we will figure that stuff out. Yeah. So unfortunately, I'm going to put you guys back on just a slight time lapse while we get everything set up and we start dropping the subframe, and then I'll take you guys off the time. So yeah, like I said, it's been sitting. So we're going to go ahead and remove these bolts here for the lower control arm to the subframe. Then we're going to go ahead and unbolt the motor mount here for the subframe, or to the subframe. We're going to tie up the rack and pinion up there, and then we'll unbolt the same 3 bolts on that side there and start cracking these big subframe bolts loose. Obviously I'm going to have to put a jack or something. I'm going to have to put a jack or something up underneath here to support the subframe, because as you guys can see, I am doing this by myself. So, if you guys watched the first couple clutch install videos, you guys can see that I've done it by myself most of the time. It's not the end of the world. Having some help is nice, but I think the last time I was putting it back together, my boy Abe, he had a boosted 9th gen at the time. He was helping me. He had a Type R after that. Now he's got an Integra with a B series, I believe. Anyways, long and short of the story, let's get back to this, and yeah. And for those of you that are asking or wondering, we will pull the axles out once we get the subframe out and lowered, because then you can just move the hubs out the way and pull the axles out. So yeah. So I wasn't going to remove the top plastic cowling because I already have the shield underneath removed, but we're gonna go ahead and take the 17 millimeter for the windshield wipers and remove those really quick and just pull the plastic cowling out. It's just so we can access the back bolts a little bit easier for the rack and pinion and stuff like that. Alright, so we went ahead and cracked all the subframe bolts loose, all the 17s that hold it up to the bottom of the car. So now, and obviously you guys should be able to see the strap hanging back here. We tied the rack and pinion up for the most part. It might fall a little bit and dangle a little bit, but it won't be the end of the world. Hopefully nothing's attached. Subframe's out. Don't do this at home, guys. Or don't do this by yourself. Not recommended. Alright. Don't mind the refrigerator. I had to just replace mine, so this one's got to go out for the garbage. Anyways. Subframe is out. As you guys can see, this half sport mount is actually still doing good 4 years later. But yeah, dive underneath. You'll see subframe is out. Now we're going to go ahead and pop that axle, and we will pull the tranny, or unbolt the tranny. Let's go ahead and drain this tranny fluid before we pull the axles and see what it really looks like. Alright, well, subframe is out, axles popped out. I'm going to go ahead and dive back up underneath here and pull the half shaft out. And then once we pull that half shaft out, we'll obviously be pulling the transmission. Alright, just cracking some bolts loose. So, broke those loose and run them out with the gun. And then we'll go up top, break those loose, run them out with the gun. And hopefully we do not drop this transmission on our face. Alright, well, as you guys can see, I busted out cherry picker because I didn't want to hurt myself too much. And it's out. Well, you guys see it. It's on the floor. There's a clutch, action clutch, still hanging in there. All right, you can see it's getting really hot outside. I'm sweating a lot, like more than I should be. Anyways, subframe's out, tourney is out. Started at about 9 o'clock and it's 11. That's not too bad. I know the video seems a lot shorter than that, but it is what it is. It's okay. That's how it's supposed to be. The next video that you guys see will be Ashley and I on the way down to the Keys. We are going to be dropping the transmission off at Apply Pressure Automotive. Mike, or Fat Mike as you guys may know him also, he's going to go through the training. We are probably gonna video a little bit of him opening it up when we drop it off, just so you guys can see a glimpse of what's going on. I'm gonna try to get him to film some stuff as he's doing it also, so I can go ahead and drop it in the next video. But as of right now, we're gonna leave this video off here. Let us know what you guys think we should do while the transmission is out. Also, let us know what you guys think are the best cables out there, whether it's hybrid racing, K-Tune, what you guys let us know. We're gonna go ahead and reach out to them and see, you know, if we can work out a deal of some sort. As of right now, that's it. See you guys in the next one. If you guys have not already, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below. See you later.